you guys waiting? Wanna go truck camping? Oh, okay. All right, so I decided I want to go truck camping for the week. I've been sitting around this place for like 4 months, and it's just it's driving me crazy. And even with the little winter camping excursion we had, it's just been kind of, you know, sitting around waiting for the truck to be done, and then also fixing some stuff after I got it back. You know, I had that electrical stuff that I took care of. But what I did was I'm putting back in the slide out extension. I pulled it all out, cleaned out the rug mat, or the bed rug, got the mold out of there. There was a little bit of black mold on there, but what's nice about this is you can put bleach on it and it gets it all out. So got that out, and then I sanded down all the spots that were troublesome, that had a little bit of surface like mold on it and water damage and stuff like that from just the years of being in there, and put everything back in here. And what I like about this is it comes in 3 parts, and so you've got the base back there and subfloor, so it sticks up about that much. This goes on top of it. The slide out extension part will go in here, and I'm gonna make a few alterations to it real quick before we throw it back in there. It's ready to rock, and made a few alterations to it. I'll show you what we're doing. I took the plexiglass roof out of it, so we're just gonna have a canvas cloth roof, which is gonna be fine. When I took it out, I kind of wasn't very careful, and I actually broke the door jamb where the top part of the door is. So I'm just gonna put a piece of wood over there and get that all squared away. Let's see who's texting me here. It might be Phil from down the mob. Nope, AT&T plan renews on the 7th. Awesome, thanks AT&T. But anyway, so gonna take that. I've just got it's just sitting right over there. But I'm doing it more minimal now, and gonna take off this stuff here because it's just heavy and it doesn't do anything for me. So like taking off all these things and just kind of throwing them to the side, and just making it to where this is real lightweight, because this was literally the heaviest stuff on here, these vinyl floor things. What's up, girl? I do have a training on Tuesday. One of the things that I don't put on the channel is the Native American ruins that I helped to document through a volunteer group out of Central Arizona. And so that's what I'm doing this week, is I'm going to a certain area to document it. So really excited to go over there. It's also a great place to RC truck call. And so taking the RC truck with me and gonna just spend a ton of time doing that, which is gonna be great. So probably get packed up. I don't know, it's about, what time is it? 12:30 right now. If we get this done by like 1-ish, if I can get things done by like 2, then we could probably head out of here, grab some groceries, and then head up to the spot we want to, set up and be ready to rock before it gets too dark. But if it gets any time past 2, then we may just, I don't know, may go tomorrow or something like that. So we'll see. Well, let's get jamming with this.
Take a breath. Nope, it works, because you might have just breathed half of that hose full of gas. So this way, this takes for that VO2 to change, and that it's impossible from any kind of decent PO2 go hypoxic without adding gas. you just tell them really fast where we're going to be? We're going to be at what depth? Well over 100 feet deep, 110 maybe, around 4 something atmospheres.
You think those pretty good? That's your breakfast. Those are your treats. You go ahead. Having fun truck camping, going with a more minimal setup this year. Going with a really small, thin, but yet comfortable sleeping pad. This is the Cedar Summit sleeping pad. I can't remember which one it is. I'll put a link in the video description below. But it's got an R value, I think, of like 6, either 4 or 6. So it's pretty good at keeping the cold at bay. And it's really comfortable once you inflate it. So that's nice. Instead of having like the 6-inch mattress in here, which I had before, I had that X-Ped. Problem was I was always crunching my head over, hurting my back. I can sit up fully in here with this, which is nice. So this is obviously my bed area. Just keep some blankets over here along with the little back adjuster thing that you can use. For those of you with back problems or like shoulders that are tense or whatever, you can use this to kind of give yourself like a massage on the muscles without having another person around. So that's nice to have if you're solo or if you're sitting in hot springs. Over here, I use this little inflatable mattress or inflatable pillow as a pad for my computer. So I can sit here and have the computer on my lap without the computer overheating with, you know, like the air vents being plugged up with the covers that I use. Here's Sierra's bed right here. I got an extra sleeping bag back there in case it gets cold at night. I can bust that out. It's a 15-degree backpacking bag. And then have my toiletry gear. And then surprisingly this morning, I'm kind of shocked with this. I ran out of fuel on my MSR fuel. So I used the Yuko candelier to make coffee this morning. And it actually boiled the water in this thing, which I was floored. So I'm gonna do it again tomorrow because obviously I don't have any fuel in that. But back to the topper here. I did take away the plexiglass roof that I had in here, and now I'm just using canvas just by itself. Now single wall canvas does kind of let the heat, you know, come through here. If you put another piece of canvas over this or on the underside under here, then you would have it to where it's a much better heat insulator. So usually when I run that little red backpacking stove over there with the MSR fuel, all the windows in here will get like super wet. With this being breathable up here, I didn't have any condensation buildup inside. Now I don't have a very, let me come in here, I want to show you. I don't have a very extensive attachment method. The attachment method right now is just duct tape. So it's kind of ghetto. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew Velcro on, because I have Velcro on the back side here. Let me pull this down. I've got a Velcro strip, and I'll just put another Velcro piece here. And it kind of holds. If you come up and just put it on there like that, it'll kind of hold for a little bit. But then when the wind blows through it, it pulls it off. So if I attach Velcro on the back side here and zip it up, then it'll be good. And that way it's much more flexible. And then it kind of, you know, like I was saying with the wind, or I'm sorry, the ventilation through there, it's really nice. And so as you can see, it's a lot more comfortable in here. Like sitting up, you know, I'm leaning back a little bit here, but sitting up's no problem. I have like an inch more of headroom, as opposed to if I had that 6-inch pad, I'd be way up here with my head down to the side, and it wasn't comfortable at all. So it's nice. Still storing my clothes up top here. Real nice to have that in the morning. Just grab some new underwear and new socks and a new shirt, and then I'm out. And then I carry these like really nice wool, huge socks for if it's cold out. Still rocking the same books. I'm reading them again, actually, 1491. And then I'm about halfway through House of Rain. I've just been slow to read that. And then got some other books I've read too in the past, and I want to make a little library at my place of books that I've read, my place back in, you know, at the ranch. But I can say, though, being on the road like this, I'm definitely going to be on the road more going forward. I mean, I couldn't be on the road when I didn't have my truck, obviously. But now that I have it back, it's like this has like re-energized me to like be back out here and have fun. And I was getting kind of, I wouldn't say in a rut, but I was just in a routine at the ranch, and it's like there's always something to do there. You know, and I've got a lot of work that I want to get done, and I'm not wanting to just sit around. But then coming out here, it's like I can really slow down, you know, just kind of make these videos, do some of that volunteer work that I've been doing. And I found an amazing artifact, which I'll talk about at the end of this video, right before we do the Patreon shout out. But I found an amazing artifact the other day. So, but you know, the sites that I'm visiting out here, what I'm doing is I'm taking GPS coordinates and then along with pictures to submit them to the group and see if we want to do more research on these sites, because they're pretty far out here. And as far as I can tell, not a lot of people come visit these sites. I did meet some locals that knew of this area, but they said not a lot of people come up here. And so that's why I keep it kind of quaint, you know, and I don't talk about like where I'm at or where I go for that. It's about an hour, about an hour and a half away from where training was, and so it's pretty far out in the middle of nowhere, but it's a great place to come. It's mellow, and you know, being back out here again, truck camping's been so much fun, and Sierra's been having a blast just running around. So we've done tons of hiking the past, like, let's see, since Tuesday. So Saturday or Sunday? No, it's Saturday. And so we did 4 days of intense hiking, and so now we're just going to edit videos, and I got to submit some stuff to the volunteer group tomorrow. And so just going to do that and then relax. And then on Monday, I've got somebody coming out to visit from the volunteer group, and we're going to go check out some of the sites. And then Tuesday, I'm taking off back to the ranch because it's going to start snowing. So let's check out this artifact real quick. I'm going to turn this camera off, and we're going to cut to that video, and then I'll just do a voiceover and explain what we're looking at. So I am so excited to share this with y'all. This is by far the coolest find that I've ever come across in the backcountry. So I was at a ruin that I'm familiar with, and I noticed that one of the walls partially started to fall down. And I looked into the wall, and lo and behold, this portion of a spear tip was there. And so I got out my tweezers and pulled it up onto this rock to take pictures, and I placed it back once we were done with this. But I wanted to show you all the sides of this and show you all the flint mapping that the individual or individuals that were making this put into the creation of this spear tip. So extremely, incredibly unique and awesome experience, and I wanted to share it with y'all.